Okay, so welcome back to my channel. Thank you to everyone that reached out for me after watching my first two videos. Like, it literally meant the world to me. I was surprised by how many people told me that they couldn't stop crying while watching it, which is so insane because like I felt like I was so upbeat in the video, so I was like, why are you guys crying? But no, I get it. It's the J effect. I get it. But thank you, and thank you to everyone that subscribed. Like, I truly appreciate it. But let's get into this video. Basically, I was 17 when I found out I was pregnant. I was literally 17 for about 2 weeks. So literally just turned 17. I had a feeling. I missed my period. And I was like, okay, like, you know, if my period doesn't come today, then I know something's up. So luckily I woke up that morning and my period was there and I got super excited. Put in my tampon, went to school, was super happy. Came home for lunch and my tampon was clean. And I was like, okay, what the heck? Like, that clearly whatever I saw was not my period. So I was stressed. That day I went to the clinic to get a for sure answer as to if I was pregnant or not. And the answer was yes, I was. When I found out, I literally couldn't stop laughing. Like, I don't know if that's a normal reaction, but I literally, like, I thought it was, like, not that I thought it was a joke, but it's just like, yo, this can't be life right now. And I literally, like, couldn't stop laughing. Like, I couldn't. And the doctor asked me, you know, if I had any clue as to what I was gonna do, and I was just like, no, but I'll figure that out later on. So as I'm leaving the clinic now, I'm waiting at the bus stop to go and tell my baby daddy, boyfriend at the time. And who do I see drive by? My mom. Oh my god, hey Deja! I'm just like, yo, out of all times for me to run into you, it has to be like right now. I'm like, hey mom. She's like, where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm just coming from Tristan's house. And luckily, the clinic that I found out I was pregnant by was right beside my best friend, my male best friend's house at the time. So his condo that he lived in was right there, and the clinic was like up the street. So it was a very believable lie. And she's like, oh, okay, like, you know, I'm just running to Scarborough, probably Danforth Market, knowing my mom. But anyways, and it's crazy because she's like, where are you going now? I'm like, oh, I'm going home. But like, the bus stop I was waiting at was going in the complete opposite direction. So good thing she wasn't paying attention because I would have got booked. But anyways, went and told my child's father. That is a whole different story. A whole different story. And then I came home, and luckily when I came home from school, it was still early enough that some teachers were still in the school. So I went hunting for my religion teacher. My religion teacher was the dopest teacher on the planet, like dopest, like, you know. So I told her, and I was like bawling, and she didn't really know how to react to it. So she got another teacher, and the teacher is a male teacher. I think he was also a religion teacher too. And he was like, oh, congrats. And I was like, congrats. He's like, yeah, like, you know, God, you know, blessed you with a baby. So congratulations. Like, no matter the age, like, it's still a blessing. I was like, yo, you're right. You're honestly right. And I stopped crying, and then we figured out what I was gonna do from there. The next person they had me tell was my guidance counselor. And I also had the dopest guidance counselor on the planet, like, hands down, no debate, who also had my back. So now the hard part was telling my mom. Yeah, that was a hard one. The next day at school, I went and told my best friend, and my best friend, like, was supportive from jump. And she was supportive no matter what I did. If I decided to keep this baby, she had my back. And if I decided to have an abortion, no judgment, she'd have my back. And that's one thing I rate about her, because she made that so clear. Because it's crazy, like, at that age, everyone's like, oh, like, I would never have an abortion, da-da-da-da-da. But then when you're actually put in a situation, like, you start to think differently, you know? So I appreciate the fact that she made that clear to me, that no matter what I did, she would have had my back. In my mind, I was already keeping this baby. No one could tell me nothing, you know? That's the Sagittarius in me. Nobody could tell me anything. Like, this is my baby, you know? And the only person that could have changed that for me was my mom. If my mom wasn't supportive, then I would have had doubts, to be dead honest, you know? I decided to tell my mom by going to my guidance counselor and having, like, a meeting or whatever. So my guidance counselor calls my mom and tells her that she needs to come in for a meeting on such and such date, okay? So now let's fast forward. So it's the day that the meeting is supposed to happen, and school's done, and I'm waiting for my mom with my two best friends, and my mom isn't there yet. So I'm just like, yo, hopefully she's not coming, like, you know? Like, I'm good. Like, I could go another day without her knowing, you know? That's literally what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not seeing her, and I'm happy I'm not seeing her. at the same time my heart's beating like oh my gosh, I was terrified. And then my best friend goes, yo, isn't that your mom? My heart sunk, like, oh, this lady actually came. And I really should have known better, because my mom doesn't miss school meetings for nothing, like absolutely nothing. Even if it's not something serious, she's showing up. You know? So I was just like, okay, whew, go inside. Yo, it's no, honestly, my heart is beating just telling the story. Like, that's how terrified I was. And if you met my mom's not even scary. It's crazy. But anyway, so we go inside of the guidance counselor's office now, and and we're sitting down, and she's like, you know, hi, Khadijah has something to tell you, da 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 da. And I'm sitting there, and my mom was very excited to come into this meeting, and her facial expression changed now. Like, now she looks concerned. Like, what did Khadijah do? What did Khadijah do? You know? So I am terrified, and I'm just like, and my mom's looking at me, and the guidance counselor's looking at me, and I'm just like terrified. So I'm just like, you tell her. I'm telling the guidance counselor, you tell her. And then literally the guidance counselor goes, Khadijah's pregnant. And I was just like, I know I told you to tell her, but like, you didn't have to do it so quick. Like, you know, give me a little bit of time, like something. Like, it was like, okay, you tell her, Khadijah's pregnant. Like, I was even shocked. So I could only imagine how my mom felt, because I'm not kidding, I was shook. Like, she really just said that, like, that quick. My mom's like, what? Yeah, we just found out Khadijah's pregnant. I'm there like, oh shoot, Khadijah, like, you messed up. Like, that's how shocked the news has me, and it's my news. Just by how she said it so casually. And then my mom started crying. And then she said that, like, I thought I was coming in here to help Khadijah pick courses for college or university, because remember, I'm a December baby. So yeah, I just turned 17, but I'm graduating this year. So my mom thought, you know, she was helping me pick courses for college or university, and I could understand how that's exciting for her, because my brother didn't go straight to college or university, so I would have been the kid to graduate high school and go straight into university. So she was like super disappointed, and she said that too. She's like, yo, honestly, like, I'm so disappointed, but at the end of the day, like, what's done is done. Like, we can't go back in time, you know what I mean? And she was supportive from the very beginning. We went home and told my brother. He didn't talk to me like my whole pregnancy. I'm not even kidding. He was so mad. It's funny, I still remember when I first brought Jay home. My brother was washing the dishes, and I put Jay down in the living room in his car seat, and my brother was washing the dishes, and he came over from like, he still had the soapy dish in his hand, and he came over and like peeped in the car seat, and then went back and washed the dishes. And he didn't say anything. So I was just like, my kid's cute, right? Like, he's cute, right? Because, like, what the hell? Like, you're not saying anything. Then he's like, yeah, he's cute still. And then from after I had Jay was when me and my brother started talking a lot again. But my pregnancy, no, we didn't talk much still. But, yeah, my mom was supportive from the jump. Like, of course, any parent would be disappointed hearing that their kid is 17 and pregnant. But that night, we started planning my baby shower. I have the dopest mom on the planet. And when I say I couldn't have gone through this journey the way I went through it without her, like, I mean that wholeheartedly. Because a lot of parents, like, I know people that have been forced to have abortions. Like, if you keep this kid, like, you can't live here. Like, you know those ones? And, you know, like, as a parent, you're just taking that choice away from your child, and that's not cool whatsoever. So I'm happy my mom gave me the opportunity to make the choice myself. And from that point on, I never had a doubt in my mind. It was, like, me and this baby. Yes, forever, literally. But yeah, that's how I told my mom that I was 17 and pregnant, with the assistance of the greatest teacher ever. I need to go visit her, actually, because I didn't tell her that Jay passed. So thank you guys for watching another video. I'm going to try and drop a video every single Wednesday, to be honest, because it looks like that's my easiest days. And don't mind my hair. My hair is on a mud table. Kia's soon going to deal with it wicked. Because I go to Dominican Republic in a couple days. I'm insanely excited. So that's the end of this. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.